Whoa, this is one dark cave.
It's the door that worries me, Georges.
Well, I'm sure the door will open again if we give it a minute. No need to panic. Now we panic. Help! I gotta say, Nico, you're pretty calm about this.
Traveling with you, Georges, I've got used to this kind of thing. If I panicked every time a door shut behind us, probably forever, well...
You're right. What was I thinking? You see if you can get the door open, and I'll go check out the dark, evil-smelling cave. Fumbling around in the dark wasn't going to be fun. But heck, I'd spent a lifetime doing it, so what was new? It was stone, with a recess in it and, an oily liquid in it. There was some kind of thin twine in the middle of it, too. Hey, Nico, I think I found some light. Whoa!
It must be Guénon! Ramon said he disappeared while searching the mountains for the tabula.
So this is where he ended up, dead in a cave. And on closer inspection, I'd even say blown your own brains out dead.
Okay, Georges, I get the point. What is this place?
Who knows? But look at the Gnostic symbols.
You're right. The colors, the trees. But who is she?
Well, it looks like the Virgin Mary, but I don't think it is.
What do you mean?
The red robes and that whole off-the-shoulder look? It must be Mary Magdalene, of course. Marquez told me that the Gnostics revered her. This place, it's some kind of Gnostic shrine.
There's got to be something to release that door. Maybe amongst these carvings.
But if it was that obvious, don't you think Guénon would have found it? There were ancient scratches on the plinth, as if someone had moved the statue. I'm sure that this is Mary Magdalene.
The red robes. It all makes sense. The Madonna would be wearing blue. So, who's the child?
Well, according to the Gnostic Gospels, when Mary kissed the lips of Jesus, she,
Oh, I see.
Yep,
So the Gnostics think that the suckling child is...
I guess so. The carved figure had once been green. I wondered if it was a representation of Jehovah. Blue paint was peeling from the carved figure. I wondered if it was an image of Lucifer. The pillar had been carved into the shape of a tree and painted green. I knew it represented the tree of life. The pillar had been sculpted into a tree and then painted blue. I knew it was supposed to be the tree of knowledge. A large carving of the Tabula Veritatis symbol. All the other figures in the scene seemed to be supplicating themselves to it. A group of figures looked up towards the tabula. They were all colored red. I'd seen something like it before. Getting up close and personal to Guénon's leathery corpse wasn't pleasant, but we had to figure out how to get out of there. Guénon had certainly been busy before he blew his brains out. I wonder what he'd been up to. I picked up the old gun. It was too corroded and rusty to ever be fired again. It was a fedora, just like the one in Gainon's trunk back at the Castell. The years hadn't been kind to it. It was an old water canteen. The contents had long since been drunk. Nico,
What?
is this what I think it is? It must be the Tabula Veritatis.
So Genan did find it.
It's so small, so innocent looking. Why would Simeon call it evil? Why so many deaths for this?
And why go to such lengths to keep it hidden?
Unless it is as genuinely dangerous as Simeon claimed.
The question now is, what do we do with it?
The photograph was of an ancient clay tablet. Gainon had written on it. Someone, presumably Gainon, had taken the time to translate the inscription. At a glance, the inscription seemed to relate to the exploits of someone called the Sun King. The symbol on the tablets looked similar to the ones etched into the face of the Tabula Veritatis. If Gainon's translation is correct, the symbol La-Ha-Shi represents the Sun City region. Gainon had marked this symbol in red with the letter A. Shi-Shi translates as Mountain Kingdom. Gainon had marked this symbol with the letter B. Du-A-Shi apparently means the Two-River region. If Gainon's translation is correct, the symbol La-Ji-Shi represents the Sunset Mountain. Sounds like a theme park ride. The symbol Zhu-Ha was translated as the Young Cities. Gainon had marked this symbol with the letter E. I prized the map out from under the arm of the corpse. It looked like Gainon had scrawled some kind of last testament onto this map. My friends, I know that you will eventually find me, but by then it will be too late. I have decoded the tabula, and I know our destiny lies in paradise. The key to the power of God is in our hands. I die secure in the knowledge that you will now be able to complete my work. Tell my family that I died doing my duty, that I surrender my life gladly to the cause. In the light of the day, these words will fade, like our souls. But rest assured that when they do, their echoes will guide us to where we will meet once again. I'm not sure, but it looks like crafty old Gainon left a secret message in his testament. A large carving of the Tabula Veritatis symbol. They were all colored red. I'd seen something like it before. I gave the statue a push, and it turned anti-clockwise. I gave the statue another shove. I guessed that finding the tabula was the easy part. Figuring out its purpose was a different proposition. The tabula was engraved with a number of curious-looking symbols. These symbols looked just like the ones on the photograph of the clay tablet. A row of symbols were etched onto the top bar of the tabula. These symbols looked just like the ones on the photograph of the clay tablet. Hey, what are you looking for?
I'm not sure yet, but there has to be some way of opening the door.
Laughing boy over there may beg to differ.
But Georges, he didn't have a woman's eye for detail.
According to the translation, some guy called the Sun King once had the Tabula Veritatis in his possession. The symbol on the tablets looked similar to the ones etched into the face of the Tabula Veritatis. When I held the map up to the flame, something started to change. The writing on the map started to react to the heat. Well, I'll be darned.
What is it?
At a guess, the locations on the map might match up with the ones he's marked on this photograph. If this letter matched the one on Gainon's translation, this must be the location of the Sun City. If the letters match the ones on Gainon's translation, this must be the Mountain Kingdom. If this letter matched the one on Gainon's translation, this must be the location of the Three Rivers region. If this letter is the same location as the one marked D on Gainon's translation, this must be Sunset Mountain. If the letter E matches the one on Gainon's translation, this must be the location of the Young Cities. I wondered if Gainon's notes on the photograph might help me decode the tabula. That was the first row of symbols cracked. It was all starting to make sense. So, these are directions. Begin at Sun City, travel 5 days east to a river. Travel south 6 days, through a desert, to the source of 4 rivers. Hey, Nico! I've cracked it!
Fantastic!
The Tabula Veritatis, it's a set of directions. Take a look at this map. The inscription says to start here at Sun City. Gainan hid the location in his map. It then says to travel 5 days east to a river, then turn south and travel 6 days through a desert to the source of 4 rivers.
And what is that?
I'm not sure, but it must be important, right?
Right. Important enough for the Gnostics to try and keep it a secret for thousands of years. And guess what? I think I may have found a way out.
You have?
Look, while you were busy playing Ancient Scholar, I found this.
What did it do?
I'm not sure.
It didn't open the door.
Perhaps we're missing something.
Must be. If Gainan died looking for a way out, there has to be more to it than just a hidden button.
Then let's keep looking.
The ornate lamp warranted a closer look. Ex luce veritas. Out of light, truth. I'd seen the same words on the fresco at Castel de Sants. The medallion fitted snugly into the socket. Whoa, would you take a look at that?
The light from the medallion is illuminating this green figure.
This could be our ticket out of here.
If you're right, that explains why Gainan never got out of here. He didn't have the medallion.
I gave the statue another shove.
That sounded like something important happened. That sounded like something important happened.
Is that the door?
Thank God. I was getting worried we'd be trapped here, just the two of us forever.
There could have been worse ways of being trapped forever.
It is the door. Come on, Georges.
Nico and I had the tabula veritatis at last. Now all we needed to do was to find Eva and rescue Marquez. And make our getaway.